Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Piggzcreek Superspeedway for the 8th race in the NRSL Hankook Tyres V8 Supercar Challenge. Following some test session difficulties from 3-unit Speedway, the officials have decided to come here instead. While it was not ideal to have 2 superspeedways on the schedule for the V8 Supercar Challenge, it is what it is, and we are still here in Canada after exploring some other options overseas. Let's get you to your starting lineup. Nico Tringali and James Ellison on the front row. Charles Sanford, Zach Flickinger, row 2. Aljo Baranowskis, Henry Sanford, row 3. Quentin Moore and DJ Curtis, row 4. With Seth Cole and Keith Rich in row 5. Here's the rest of your starting lineup. Reminder, Jesse Turner won at Pigs Stadium. And Donovan Cage starting in last. Let's get to your point standings. DJ Curtis still leads 13 points over Dylan Young, 28 over Yael Carrillo, 40 over Evans, and 43 over Zach Flickinger. Those 5 drivers currently the only ones in a race's range of making up points. Deanna Jones, 47 points back. Seth Cole, 58. Nico Tringali, 59. Jesse Turner, 64. And Henry Sanford, 65. 18 laps of action here. Cloudy skies. We're expecting at least 1 stop, maybe 2. We're also expecting a big crash. So, of course, caution flags back here today. They were not going to be for the rest of the season because 3-unit was a short track. But here we are, getting ready to go trackside for the command, and it's just me, no Vince.
Crank them engines!
As due to the scheduling change, we were unable to get Vince Freeze here to commentate this race here today. See, the pace car has already sped off 105 miles an hour. So now the field will work its way to catch up. As the steep bankings of Piggzcreek allowing insane speeds. And we'll see speeds of upwards of over 250 miles per hour here today. As you see, Logan York is already hitting almost 200 just to catch up with the field. As the whoa it down pace speed is 105 miles an hour. Lap times in practice were a little over a minute. So it's not taking the V8 Supercars long to get around this 4-mile superspeedway. But points could definitely be shuffled here with this race, as instead of being at 3-unit, expecting a bit of a tame race, we're here at Piggzcreek, and things are likely going to get crazy. So while I might not have Vince here in the booth with me, definitely not going to be a race short of action. Pace car dives it down onto pit road. It'll be interesting to see how strategy comes into play here today as well with the cloudy skies, increased fuel consumption, and we are on D2X package. Green flag is out, and we are underway from Piggzcreek. It's already seen speeds over 220 miles per hour. Three, 4 wide racing. As Tringali off the pole continues to lead the field. And they are 4 wide behind him. Tringali got his lone win of the season back at the Pensacola Road Course. Could he get his 2nd win of the year here today? Be the first driver to do that. Ford fresh off a win. Thanks to this man right here, Jesse Turner. So we're coming around to complete lap number 1. And I'm shocked to say it looks like they're going to make it a lap. Almost 6 wide there, though, in the pack. Things getting dicey. But it's Tringali at the front. There's Quinton Moore. Remember, he won at Armory Digital. Could be looking to get a second Superspeedway win here today. Jesse Turner, though, with a huge run. Will take second place from Seth Cole. Now he's looking to the lead at Nico Tringali. But the momentum died out a bit there. But over 250 miles per hour here. As Quinton Moore gets down in line in 3rd place. And there it is. Jesse Turner is going to make a move for the lead. Quinton Moore goes with him. Some drivers are straggling at the back of the pack, but we don't have a caution, and it's DJ Curtis and James Ellison who have lost the draft. Well, actually, Ellison kind of still has it. Curtis, though, he's way back there. Not sure what the issue is on the 16, but not looking good. Second race in a row that Curtis could be losing points. So Ellison will hold on. Dylan Young, Seth Cole, though, also at the back of the field. And one thing Curtis should be happy about for now is that Dylan Young is back here with him. But this is the Hornet's Nest. Oh, and contact is made! Wrecking up the track on lap 3. And smoke everywhere. And I think Curtis made it through all of it. Indeed he did. DJ Curtis missed it all. Jesse Turner, Pig Stadium winners in it. Yael Carrillo, Johnny Gardner, all involved in this accident as Vince Freeze leads it at the start-finish line. And they will take their sweet time slowing down. They've got plenty of racetrack to do it. But first caution today will come here on lap number 3. As Keith Rich's bad season continues, Ellison Tringali also involved. And Keith Rich's bad year continues, 29th in the points without a win. Or, well, without a top 10, I should say. But your leader is Vince Freeze, and everybody's just kind of waiting on the pace car. Pace car taking his sweet time. But that caution saved Curtis, and he managed to miss everything. This driver's sorting out positions here. Vince Freeze will take back his rightful lead. So everything getting sorted out here. And we'll take you to see what caused the first caution of the race. Looking at what brought out the first caution of the race, and it's going to occur between Johnny Gardner and Keith Rich right here. Keith just comes down an inch up the track. They go into Carrillo and Tringali. Jesse Turner nowhere to go. Tringali goes up in the air and flying over Keith Rich's car. Gardner the first one to spin back down. Ellison nowhere to go. Slams into the 12 machine. And spins up the track. Everybody else already sliding down. And watch DJ Curtis get through this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cars missed. 5 down there on the grass. And Ellison's car coming back down. Woohoo! Just misses him. That was the extent of the first caution of the race. And we'll get you guys to the race restart. Getting ready to go back racing here at Piggzcreek. It is a two-lap caution flag, period. Vince Fries is still your leader. Andrew Rich second. Charles Sanford third. Zach Flickinger fourth. Samet Oskin fifth. Rob Evans sixth. Deanna Jones seventh. Audra Baranowskis eighth. Henry Sanford ninth. And Quinton Moore rounds out the top 10. Out of the race, we've got Jesse Turner, Nico Tringali, Keith Rich, Johnny Gardner, and James Ellison. As DJ Curtis is stuck on pit road with an issue. Oh man, and just when missing the accident helped him so much. Problems getting on the pit road. He will likely fall several laps down, but if they wreck again and he's on pit road when it happens, it will greatly benefit the 16. He's getting up to speed. It was 13 laps to go there at the start-finish line. We believe that these drivers still have to pit one more time. Vince Fries so far holding on to the race lead. If Nico Tringali proved anything, it was that it was hard to get enough of a run to pass. As we see three cars with aero damage there in the back, or performance damage, whatever you'd like to call it. But Vince Fries continues to lead there at the start-finish line. Alexander Rowe can't even get it into sixth gear. He's struggling to stay up at 200 miles an hour. Peter Onjak holding about 234. Carrillo 238. And then Fitzwater, Flickinger, and Seth Cole appear to be up to speed. They're at the back of the pack. As Fries has lost the lead, Donovan Cage now going to take it away from Rob Evans. Deanna Jones on the inside. Henry Sanford getting a bit of a draft run there in the middle off of Donovan Cage. Cage looking to lead a lap, and he will. We're going to be in for probably one of the closest, or probably the closest finish of the season here today. Aside from the finish we got at Armory Digital. But Henry Sanford to the lead has been doing pretty good lately. Had a good finish at Watkins Glen. Had a good finish at Pick Stadium. Been moving up through the point standings. Looking to maybe get a win here today. He comes in today 10th in the points. 2 straight top 5s for the driver of the 6 machine. Has catapulted him in the point standings. Derek Hamill right on his back bumper. Freezing side by side with Cole Deaver. As now Logan York getting a run. He'll make a move 3 wide. Curtis still on pit road. So right now it's looking like these guys are tame enough that they won't cause another crash, but you never know. Zach Rogers has fallen. He is way back behind Alexander Rowe and Yael Carrillo, and I believe these drivers might have come to pit road. Or Alexander Rowe came to pit road. That's what happened. But Zach Rogers is way back here. I'm not sure what happened to the 7 machine. Maybe he did come to pit road already. Cole Deaver to the race lead. Battle's on between Deaver and York. And York leads it at the start-finish line. Here comes Charles Sanford. Looking for the race lead on Logan York. We're at 9 laps to go this last time by there. Coming to 8 to go this time by. As it's looking like it's about a 16-car battle for the win here. Maybe 17. And they are borderline 5 wide on the front straightaway. As Charles Sanford will lead them to 8 laps to go. Donovan Cage second there on the bottom. Sanford going to run the middle to protect. He pushed up too much. That opens the door for Rob Evans. And now Hamill was looking to the outside of Sanford. But now it's a battle for the lead between Cage and Evans. And Evans will clear with the draft and the outside line run. Evans still looking for his first win on the season. He's one of the most consistent drivers who's yet to win. In fact, if you look at the top 5 in points, Dylan Young, Yael Carrillo, Rob Evans, 2nd to 4th in the point standings with no wins and 3 top 5s apiece. Dylan Young with the most top 10s on the season at 5. Curtis, Carrillo, Evans, and Zach Flickinger all have 4. Donovan Cage will lead, and here is a man who's also been struggling like Keith Rich, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. We really thought he'd be one of the best guys for this V8 Supercar Challenge, but he is 28th in the points with just a single top 10 finish. But could he turn it around here today with a win in Canada and get Ford their 2nd win in a row? Donovan Cage crowding down on Fitzwater. That is really close for comfort. As now Quentin Moore, Henry Sanford leaning doors. Coming to 6 to go this time by. Still not sure if these drivers can make it on fuel or not. Curtis 6 laps down. He has finally made it back onto the racetrack. But at this point, if nobody crashes, he would not be gaining any position. So it looks like Curtis will finish 24th. Not the day he needed. Problems getting into a stall under caution is going to hurt him big time as Vince Freeze has made it back to the top spot. As they're starting to separate here, and it looks like something might have happened with Hamill, Deaver, Cage, and Dylan Young. Nate Rogers, Seth Cole are back here. It's now Logan York challenging for the lead on Vince Freeze. Andrew Rich is, I believe, 4 wide there for 4th place. Coming to 5 to go. Still no signs of anybody needing to pit for fuel. Now we talk about Piggzcreek. It's a 4-mile superspeedway. Pensacola was a 3-mile superspeedway. In the Digital Storm Cup Series, Pensacola, you could only go about 14, 15 laps. So in theory, these drivers should only be able to do about maybe 12, 13. So they pit on lap 4 coming to 5. Ooh, they might be able to stretch it. So this might be a fuel race after all. But we could see drivers start coming in as early as this lap for a splash of fuel. And then you got to wonder, are they going to catch Alexander Rowe or anybody else and have that split up the pack that way? Logan York still holding the top spot. Deanna Jones, Evans side by side behind them. As Carter Friesen, your local Canadian, is going to make a move there 4 wide for second place. As the pack has shrunk to 16 cars as Dylan Young has lost the draft. Derek Hamill has lost it as well, make it a 15-car group. So Curtis not having a good run, but Dylan Young not so much either. Not going to gain a lot on him here anyway, but points are crucial because it is a season-long deal. And after today, we've got nothing but road courses, and track position is going to mean everything. Where you start is going to help you so much, and Curtis has been the best at doing it. Average starting position through 7 races is a 7.5, and nobody else is even close to that except for Seth Cole, who's got a 10.29. And here we go, pit stops. Carter Friesen will lead him down. And look at Derek Hamill closing right up to the pack there, able to outbrake a lot of drivers. What's the call? I'm assuming fuel only, and that indeed appears to be what it is. You got to be careful. You don't want to hit somebody who's coming out of their stall. Else you end up like DJ Curtis. But Friesen, first one out. Evans second, Quinton Moore third, Deaver, Fitzwater fourth and fifth. Oskin, Hamill sixth, seventh. Hamill and Fitzwater were almost trying to make passes there. There's Dylan Young. Dylan Young actually gained a ton of time on pit road. All right, so York, Cage, Jones, Fries, Baranowskis, Andrew Rich have all stayed out. Coming to 2 to go, they will all hit pit road. Yael Carrillo, I believe, had already pit. Seth Cole yet to come down. But Friesen is the provisional leader. Here comes Seth Cole. He'll dive it in. But fuel only for all of these drivers. And they'll be coming to 2 to go, so the draft game is going to be big. There's Logan York. And there's... Is that Carter Friesen? No, that is DJ Curtis. There's Carter Friesen, who just got passed by Rob Evans. These guys are up to speed. But Logan York pulled away with the best pit stop on the day. They'll be coming to the white flag this time by. Curtis definitely has some kind of damage. He is slow and off pace in the way. And he is going to be split by Evans and Cage. If Rob Evans wins this race, it's going to help him big time in the points with where DJ Curtis is running. And Evans is going to pull on Donovan Cage as Zach Rogers is on pit road. White flag is in the air from Piggzcreek. And Logan York is a sitting duck. But Cage is going to make the move on second on Evans. Carter Friesen's going to go with him. Here they come on the 05 of Logan York. Cage with the advantage. He passes the 8. But Logan York starting to get a little bit of the push from the draft of the others. But Donovan Cage to his inside. York can't block the line. They might be coming up on Peter Onjak. In fact, they are coming up on Peter Onjak. It's a 2v2. Cage and Friesen. York and Evans. Friesen's going to abandon Cage. Evans comes down. Now York has been abandoned. And it's going to be Donovan Cage winning at Piggzcreek. Cage coming into the race. 12th in the point standing, 73 points back. This is going to put him in a very good position with 4 races left in the season. But Evans with a second place result. That's going to be huge for his season. And even though they were single file, 53 1/1000ths of a second was the margin. Logan York third, Freeze in fourth, Freeze in fifth. Getting the edge on Deanna Jones in sixth, Andrew Rich, Samet Oskin, Derek Hamill, and Cole Deaver, your top 10. Dylan Young 15th, Flickinger 16th, Carrillo 20th, and Curtis 24th. So we wait for the results to be official. There it is. But we'll see you guys next time for Kyalami as we go road course racing in South Africa. I'll see y'all then.